You have an interesting position because you oversee 1,200 independent advisors, over 500 individual businesses that they're associated with. At a high level, what are some of the things that you see working or not working when it comes to that ability to build authority, influence systems? What are some of those specifics that you're finding tend to work more than other things?
What I would say is that I think at any given time, the biggest decisions where you will get the most leverage to build an effective business, attract clients, attract team members, attract the things you need to do to grow it from a CEO perspective are these elements in no particular order. But one is how you leverage and use systems in the business to be able to grow your business. I think systems is the biggest thing that can give you freedom. And you got to focus on being able to build those. Number two is leveraging of people in your team. So it's how you hire the right people and put them in the right seats so that they can drive the systems that are needed to run the business. And those two at a start are how you begin to build true leverage to scale and grow a business. So you set up systems to run the business, you hire people to run the systems. Then the third is the client experience. So this is looking at how you segment your clients to make sure your time and your team's time is focused on the right people at the right times. But then most importantly, understanding the best advisors, they know their real product is the client experience. It's not a portfolio. It's not a financial plan. It's not a mutual fund. It's not an annuity. It's not any of those things. It's the client experience. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. So that third decision to get the leverage is how you optimize and focus your energy on a premium differentiated client experience so that when someone's trying to understand why they should hire you versus anyone else in your category, you can clearly answer that question through the experience you provide. And then the last one is marketing. The best advisors, they focus and have a systematic, intentional, integrated approach to market their business so that they can have confidence in how they go about getting new clients and attracting people to their business in the way that they do it.
Do you have any examples? You don't need to mention names or any specifics from there, but just in terms of that client experience, can you share an example story, paint a picture in terms of what success looks like?
Well, it varies significantly because every business, which is the great thing about our business, every business has their own unique proposition that they want to provide. And so I think it really starts with them identifying what that unique proposition is going to be. And then they can build out, what makes the most sense based on the clients. What I can tell you is this, what it can revolve around most importantly is targeting a niche market of people. So I see in creating the client experience, the advisors who are absolutely the best at it, they have made a decision that they are going to become the go-to advisor for a targeted specific market, one or two, but they've decided that. And then they begin to say, we're going to become the go-to market for this. What are the problems that we need to solve for this particular market? What is the message that we want to craft around delivering to that market of people so that they understand we're the go-to and we solve that problem? And then what is the experience and platform we're going to use to market to those people, but then also create an internal experience to make sure they get what they need. So I would say the number one thing, because a lot of different client experiences, to be able to go through, but the number one thing I think that has driven it for the best people to create a great experience is when they really say, this is who we service, and they build an experience around that target market.